Hi, welcome to another video. In this example, we need to find out the commission for the month for all these employees. So here the condition is, if an employee did sales more than 30,000, this person is going to get 20% of the sales amount, otherwise only 1%. So how do we find out? We can do this manually. Let me try to do this manually. So for example, in this first sales rep, he did actually more than 30,000, so he's going to get 20%. Yeah, so that is his amount. And what about the second person? He also did the same. Okay, but the third person I cannot drag because the third person didn't do 30,000, so we need to multiply manually. Let me pick the number and multiply by 1%. And what about the fourth person? Also did the same. And fifth person actually did more than 30, so I need to repeat the formula. Actually, I can do one by one. So in this case, I need to attend each and every cell. That is okay for 5-10 cells, but what if the list is very long? If the list is very long, it is difficult to find out the answer by attending each and every cell. So in order to speed up our process, we need to apply some function. We need to write the function in the very first cell and then use a fill handle to drag it to fill the remaining cells. So what function is suitable to do this job? The function that is suitable to do this job is if function. Before we go to the if function, let me analyze how we did this answer. So let me go to the very first one. The first one, actually I did 50% of the task and 50% of the task by Excel software. So what are the things I did? I actually analyze the number of the first person and choose what the percentage, choose a percentage. I pick the percentage based on the number. That is what I did. I took the decision like what percentage I need to multiply with this number, and Excel did the multiplication. He actually did the process like multiplying and finding the answer. He did it, but he didn't do both job. In this case, I want to transfer the first job to Excel. I want Excel to do all this work. So how can we do that? In this scenario, we will use a function called if. I'm going to translate the same concept, same thing in Excel through the function if. So if function saying that I need a logical test. Tell me what you want me to test. So my question is like, okay, pick this number and check whether the number is greater than or equal to 30,000. So that is the logical test. So I'm asking the function, check the number whether it is greater than 30,000 or not. So if function can reply me with the true or false, and also at the same time he can do some calculations or any activity if it is true and also if it is false. So what I'm saying is, if you think the C7 or this number is greater than 30,000, that is true, then pick the same number and multiply by 20%. This is what I did earlier without the function. And I told him if it is true, and what if it is false? Okay, if you think the C7 is less than 30,000, okay, pick the number and multiply by 1%. So we can do the first action if it is true, and he can do the second action if it is false. And here is the logical test, the condition. So we can write the condition in any different ways, but we need to make sure that what do I want if it is true or false. And now let me drag all the way down, and as you can see that this person didn't do 20,000, so we got only 1%. Yeah, this is my answer. This is very easy. And next thing is, instead of writing the cell names, we can pick the numbers, right? Okay, let me go to the very first one and replace 30,000 with this cell, and second one 20% with the second cell, and third 1% with the 1% cell. Okay, and what if I drag all the way down to populate the remaining, to reflect the formulas in the remaining cells? But I'm not getting the right answer. That is completely because of the absolute reference that we learned earlier. So we need to apply the absolute reference of few cells here. So what are the cells required absolute reference? In this scenario, all the three cells, 30,000, 20% and 1%, those are G8, G9 and G10. Let me go to the very first one and go to G8, press F4, G9, press F4 on your keyboard, and again G10, press key F4 on your keyboard. F4 I mean function key F4, that is on the top row of your keyboard. Now let me drag all the way down. Yes, I got this answer. This is how we come across to solve these problems. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Try to do this.